with what has happened in the last 2 years is actually like similar. Because like all the CIDCs, once we are able to utilize them to the best capacity of the locals or the users, then that will be a serious milestone. So mine is to appreciate and say we will continue supporting the small entrepreneurs irrespective of where they are, even not only even in industrial settings, but even in their business ventures. And we will continue doing that through enhancing and strengthening the association model, which is critical. You are aware that we as Kenyans, we are part of the African culture, and we like living in clusters. So, and the existing clusters as well, we have, I'm glad my PS has agreed to look for some funding to continue supporting us with equipment, and that will go a long, long way. Because by being able to provide common user equipment, the Kenyans are able to manufacture anything. Believe me. Today, the PS was able to see what Kenyans are doing with minimum resources. Minimum resources. Very simple. Some of them were surprised that they are much older than the independence of this country. And as we phase out those old equipments and give them fresh, new common user equipment, we will not only be challenging those who have been industries to do better things as we proceed to do the immediate that we can be able to do for our consumption, but we'll also be developing this country. And the Vision 2030 is a reality if we can be able to go the route we are going. I would also like to emphasize that as we strengthen this model, we also wish to communicate very strongly to our financial institutions that we are now creating a base to reduce their risk averseness in lending. Because many of us do say that, oh, lack of funds, lack of funds, lack of funds. But generally we've been advised, and we have actually proven that funds are there. What is difficult is how we access it. So we are looking into that, and the ministry is also supporting us. And we hope formally when the government is able to establish a common fund, we will also be able to offer guarantees for the people to buy their own equipment. Otherwise, I would say thank you very much, PS, and thank you very much, the ministry. And this collaboration will go a long way. The handing over does not imply that now MSEA can take off. No, MSEA is a baby of the ministry. And the baby, the kijana, the young man is just being told, you have more blood and more energy to run 24 hours, as the mzee now sits in the boma kuchunga watoto wengine. And those watotos, we are working with them, especially CIDC. We will work very closely with CIDC. We will work very closely with even other institutions like KIPI on intellectual property protection. And we're also working, linking with the National Industrial Training Institute and the TVET. Incidentally, some of these CIDCs fall within the grounds of the current institution of TVET, and we will be enhancing how the energy can all be made productive from one area. Actually, what we are doing is to consolidate the interventions towards the micro and small entrepreneur so that that synergy can be utilized to the maximum by Mwangi. So it is good that Kenyans will benefit, and this is just the start. I am sure there is a lot.
Thank you very much.
Yet to see.
I think you cannot be more right, because this process, let me assure you, will require not only the ministry to support MSEA, but will require the goodwill, particularly of our county government, to support this. And we are happy at the moment, since we had our last Juakali conference in collaboration with the Council of Governors, there is a lot of goodwill towards promotion of micro and small enterprises in the county. What is even more, the development partners are also showing a lot of goodwill in supporting particularly the capacity building. And this capacity building, I'm happy to say, is also including provision of the state-of-the-art equipment. So it may not be long, and our institution in Nakuru, Kiti, will soon be a center of excellence for a lot of areas that many entrepreneurs will benefit from, particularly so in the area of leather and textile. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think let us stop there for now and actually go through the signing ceremony, and then we can take some questions in these very important areas of promoting entrepreneurs and how we want to ensure the youth particularly are the beneficiaries of our initiatives in this area. Thank you.
Our legal officers may guide us on which form of this is true for every partner. There's one more.